Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bay. This is D. In today's video, we're going to take a look at 4 movies that are based around demonic vehicles. Really, 2 that we know for sure, and 2 we're going to toss them up. We'll do the 2 for sure at in the beginning first, and then we'll do the 2. One I think is going to end up being an honorable mention, but you guys let me know in the comment section what you think. These are 4 really cool movies. All 4 of these are great movies. They are just enjoyable watches, well done, not too cheesy. And we're going to start off the first demonic vehicle movie with probably the queen or king of demonic vehicle movies. There has not been one since this that's better than this. This holds the title. And this movie came out in 1983, and it has a runtime of 110 minutes. It is John Carpenter's Christine, okay? Based off of a Stephen King novel. This came out in 1983. This is based on, if I'm not mistaken, a Plymouth Grand Fury. Not sure of the year. Christine could even be a Fury. I'm not sure if she's a Grand Fury, but we'll say she's based off of a Plymouth Fury. She could be a Grand Fury. I'm not sure. You guys let me know. And I'm not sure. She's definitely a 50-something. I would say she's a 57 Fury, but I'm not sure of the year, so that's not etched in stone. We'll say Christine is based off of a 50s Plymouth Fury. Red in color. The movie starts off really, it gets right into it. Starts on the assembly line where the cars are being built, and the first kill is like within minutes of the credits rolling. I don't even think the credits finish rolling before the first kill take place. A great movie based off of a teenager named Arnie, who's more like a nerd, an outcast. He's living in a house with helicopter parents. For those of you who don't know that term, parents that hover over you, watch everything you do, especially his mother. He wants a car. His parents don't want him to have a car, so he works on the side, get the money, buys the car. He's instantly attracted to the car. The car needs a lot of work. He gets the car, takes care of the car. The car is possessed. It's very protective of Arnie. It will kill anyone who it thinks threatens Arnie. It's jealous of Arnie's girlfriend. It changes Arnie. Arnie goes from being a nerd to like a bad boy. And you can see Arnie changing the more he drives Christine. This is a fantastic movie. Not heavy on the effects, but the effects that they do use hold up today. The movie looks good. If you watch this movie, you're going to enjoy the picture quality, the sound, especially on Blu-ray, a great transfer. You're going to enjoy the picture. You're going to enjoy the sound. You're going to like what they did with the Blu-ray transfer. It looks really good. It sounds really good. Christine is a horror movie from 1983 that still holds up to today. This movie is almost, let's see, almost 40 years old, and it looks good. Next up is The Car. So we got James Brolin. And I got some notes here. So this came out in 1977. This has a runtime of 97 minutes. Stars James Brolin. Let's see here. The Car. Yep. So it's a fantastic film. Now, The Car is probably, let's see, this came out 6 years before Christine. And this probably, of course, held the title until Christine came out. Now, they're very different in their approach. The Car does not have a driver that we know of. The Car is just outright possessed. But so is Christine. Christine don't need Arnie. But I think Christine needs a driver too, because if that was the case, Christine wouldn't have been sitting abandoned for so long when Arnie got her. So I'm not sure how that works. Maybe she do need a driver to influence her to make her stronger. But The Car obviously does not need a driver. The Car is very menacing. I don't know what The Car is based off of. I don't know what this car is. I could easily do a Google search to find out what The Car is based off. I didn't do that. But a really good movie. It takes place in like a desert type town. The Car is very evil, very wicked. It does 2 kills right away on a bridge. It doesn't get a lot of, neither one of these movies, Christine doesn't get a lot of kills, but it gets enough, and so does The Car. The Car is a good movie. I'm not going to say it's better than Christine or Christine is better than the car. They go about it differently. And again, Christine is 6 years newer. And Christine is based off of a car that you can easily identify. It came from a well-established writer, a well-established director. So take away take away from that what you will, but the car is done very well. You will enjoy the car, especially on the DVD or Blu-ray transfer. Great sound, great picture quality. It holds up. There's really not a lot of special effects with this. The only real special effects you'll see with this one is two that I can think of that really stands out. The special effect where the car flips when it's actually heading towards the police cars, it flips and take out those police units. That's a special effect. That, for the kind of effect it was, it's okay. And the effect at the end when they blow the car up and you see that smoke cloud that looked like a demon or something, it looks good for what it is. When you consider that this movie came out in 1977, the effects look pretty good. That's what I mean by hold up. So, because you got some movies where the effects look horrible if you try to watch it now, but you can kind of push your way through it. But yeah, the car, this one is excellent. Demonic vehicle movie. Next up, now we're going to start. We've got two more here. We got one. This is Steven Spielberg's first film. If I'm not mistaken, this was a TV film. This did not come out in theaters initially. It may not have ever came out in theaters, but this was Spielberg's first major film. Okay? And this is called Duel. This is really good. So here I got some notes on this one. Duel came out in 1971. It has a runtime of 90 minutes. And it stars Dennis Weaver. Okay, this is Steven Spielberg's first film. I thought I'd throw that out there again. So what you got here is a truck. Now, the reason why I'm putting it here is because we never see the driver. We don't see hands on the steering wheel. We don't see anything to let us know that there's a driver in this truck. So it could be a demonic vehicle. That's why I'm putting it in here. It could be. We just don't know. I don't think so, but it could be. You guys let me know what you think about Duel as far as being demonic. But basically, Dennis Weaver, his character cuts the truck off, not being an a-hole about it, but, he just kind of, went around him. I wouldn't say he cut him off. He just kind of went around him. And the guy in the truck, or the truck, got angry and stalked him all throughout the movie. It's really good. It's about this truck stalking this guy. This guy is not catching a break. I didn't know anything about this movie. I actually saw Minty Comedic Arts do a review on this. It looked good, so I picked it up. This is called Duel. You can find this on eBay. You can find this quite a few places. Not the cheapest Blu-ray, but it's a good movie. Movies like this typically aren't going to be found in the $5 bin. It's a little bit more on the obscure side. You typically won't find any of these movies. Christine might be the easiest one to find out of all of these, and you might be able to find it the cheapest, but Duel and The Car and the next one, you might spend a little bit more for them. Next up now, this one, it can easily be not considered a demonic car movie, but because the driver is more or less the demonic one. But I'm going to put it in here just to kind of round out the video. And you guys let me know what you think. The Wraith. Now, The Wraith, I got some notes here. Came out in 1986. It's the newest of the bunch. It's newer than Christine by 3 years. You got Charlie Sheen in here, and you got Randy Quaid and a host of others. This is about a guy Jamie, who was killed by a rival racing gang. He came back in a different form to take revenge. A Wraith is to, it's basically vengeance. He came back in a Turbo Interceptor. There's a whole video about that car on YouTube. If you just Google search the Wraith and the car, you can see a video on the car, how it was made, why it was made, why it didn't go into production. Really nice car. The car still is in a museum right now. It's called the Chrysler, I forget what the name of it, but in the movie they called it the Turbo Interceptor. But it was actually a heavily modified Chrysler car. Very nice. But anyway, back to the movie. So he comes back as this Wraith. He takes revenge, killing all but one of that rival racing street gang. It's a really good movie. Let's see, The Wraith here. I got my notes. Came out in 1986. It has a runtime of 93 minutes. Charlie Sheen, Randy Quaid. Good movie. It's about street racing. It's about murder, revenge, and the car can do some fantastic things when the driver's in it. So I put that in there. I don't think the car has a mind of its own, clearly, because at the end, you'll see that he actually gives the car to his brother. So I don't think the car would go to someone else if it was truly demonic in nature. But I think it makes for an interesting case in this video to include the Wraith. Because to be honest with you, it's not many movies, standout movies with demonic vehicles. They actually made a part 2 to the car on Netflix. It is god awful. It has nothing to do with this. It is just god awful. I tried to watch it and I literally puked like 10 minutes in and had to turn it off because it was trash. They haven't done anything remotely close to Christine. Not remotely close. Now, I would say Christine is remotely close to the car, which came out 6 years before Christine. So that's my spin on demonic vehicle movies. You tell me which one is your favorite out of these. My favorite, of course, I think everybody's favorite is the go-to is gonna be Christine, and then probably followed by the car. I don't think a lot of people know about Duel. I believe people know about it, but I don't think Duel is no way near as popular as even the Wraith, okay? I think the Wraith is more popular than Duel. I didn't know anything about Duel, and I'm a hardcore collector. But when you watch Duel, Duel is excellent. You will really like Duel. But again, the gold standard is definitely Christine, and this is the silver standard for sure. And I would say Duel get the bronze, okay? But this is my take on demonic car movies. That's just the 4 that I really know about. Really 3. The Wraith is more of an honorable mention, but those are the 3 demonic vehicle movies. Even Duel, we're not sure if it's demonic or if it's really a guy driving it. We don't know. And I think that's what makes Duel such a special movie. You really don't know. But Christine, you know the car. You know that those cars are demonic. There's nobody driving them. But Duel, you just don't know. So it kind of walks that line. And the Wraith, you know the car could be demonic. Okay? It could all be part of the Wraith could be him and the car. And at the end, when he basically fulfills his mission and comes back as a regular mortal, the car loses its power too. So it could be a demonic vehicle. We don't know. But that's it. And I thank you guys for watching. That's my take on demonic cars. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.